Welcome back to another one of my Bleach chapter reviews. Now I apologize for last week for not making the video because I did have some complications while I was trying to upload it on YouTube. But you know, there's a whole big mess happened. I ain't had time to, go through because it's late and I hadn't decided to make a video for last week, so I apologize. But in the future I'll try to make some more videos. But enough of that said. Let's get started with this chapter. Now this one is chapter 539 entitled Progress. Now it starts out back in Soul Society around Squad 12 where it showed members cleaning up after the damage that was done by the Quincy's. And it cuts away to Akon, who's getting out of bed resting, and one members of Squad 12 points out and said, Akon, you're up and moving and stuff. He said, I'm not the type of person to lay in bed all day and not do work. Even though he's still hurt, but he had to do his job. But anyway, then he points out, he said, where the captain at? She said, she had no idea where the captain was. And that's when he was looking around toward the surveillance cameras that they had in Squad 12 building. Those weird little cameras they got. And then he said, this odd, the captain's been locked up in his cabin, his room, quarters for like 24 hours. And he's wondering, he might be up to something like suspicious. But, of course, Captain Mayuri cut his sushi. He's always up to weird experiments. So to them, it really shouldn't be that unusual, but this time it was. And so Akon had put like a little camera in his cabin. And that one girl said, why was there a camera in there? He said, just hush, whatever. And then as he cut on the feed, the camera, we see a little grainy picture, a little silhouette of Mayuri and Nemu. And you see that table with that body on it. And it's like, all right, what the hell is the captain doing? He's like, what? It's like, she said, what is this kind of thing move? And he said, what the hell is this thing? Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, but that's in Mayuri. So, then it cuts away to Squad 2 barracks, where it shows for the first time we ever see Omaida's little sister. We see her in the Omaki version, but we never seen her in the chapter. So this is her debut. And it was like Mario Omaida or something like that. And then she tried to mess with her brother, talking about, hey, play with me or whatnot. But him, Omaida being a fat lazy ass, talking about, he said, no, I don't feel like doing it anyway. And then that's where her and that she started coming to breaking into tears and stuff like that. He said, no, don't make that face, don't make that face. And then you see Omaida's other brother, his younger brother, said, he said, don't worry, Mario. He said, I'll read to you my books. And he said, no, your books are creepy. And he started got offended by it. And then she's like, he said, no, forget about it. He said, I'll probably talk to you later. Right now, I'm gonna try to lose him. He said, wait a minute. He said, what do you mean by lose? And then when she sat down, Mike said, wait a minute, lose him or something. And then that's when he's thinking to himself. He said, oh, so the captain really had, left me behind. And then it shows over to Soifun. She's doing like vertical push-ups from like this pointed jagged mountain. Or she probably just like standing there but trying to keep her balance, trying to get stronger, stuff like that. And then it skips over to back at the scene where Sanji Komura, he's talking to his, and now it's revealed that it's his great grandfather. I mean, I knew he was related to him, but now it's his great grandfather. And then he's talking about the whole thing about his species, his people, his clan and whatnot, how they always lay dormant and never wanted to like be close to people because they always like to be indoors because they was always self-conscious about their appearance. And then they're just arguing back and forth because he wanted his grandfather to tell him about the secrets of his clan so that he can get stronger and combat the Quincy's in the future. And then his grandfather, he pretty much got like an arrogant side to him, saying, no, man, I'm not gonna tell you about the secrets, whatnot, because our people, we have to remain very docile, I would say, and like very close, something like that. Because he don't want the whole people getting out, because like I said before, they're subconscious, I guess, about their parents. And he was getting on to Sanji Komura talking about, you keep bragging on about something, you want to reveal yourself to other people, but in the past you always had your helmet on, and that he said a piece of garbage, like he always was so self-conscious about his people, his own parents, because he felt that other people were like dislike his own clan. And he said, as you can realize, I discarded that mask a long time ago, so you don't gotta worry about that. I'm no longer self-conscious about my appearance. Everybody can accept me for who I am, and that's who it is, and that's how the way it is. Anyways, those two argue back and forth, and then it cuts to the part where he said, Grandpa, he tried to push him. He said, Grandpa, please teach me these secrets, whatnot. Then he just scolded. He said, then he stood up. He said, but you just keep arguing back and forth with me. I should have chew you aside and throw your carcass to the side. And that's when Sanji Komura said, there's no other way around this. So, those two gonna clash out and fight whatnot. So Sanji Komura, they're gonna fight back and forth. He's gonna reveal him the secrets. But anyways, then it skips over to where Ichigo The skips right back up to the Soul Palace, you know, on Western Amaya's place, and it showed like this tube, and it showed it showed Amaya, you know, throwing up his little signs like that, and it shows Ichigo and his Asuchi, you know, they're descending down the tube, and they fall. He make a little joke talking about, you know, Ichigo, you shouldn't have went like head first or something into the tube. He said, "What the hell are you talking about? You know, you have pushed me head first down in there." He said, then he switched and said, "You know, don't sweat the details." He said, "Look." And then you see like a barren like wasteland basically. He said, you know, there's a reason why my Pimp Phoenix like palace is on the cliff for a certain reason. And then he said something. He said, you know, no water. You know, it means there's no way I can be able to reforge a sword. And they said he said, nah, Ichigo, you better prepare for what he said, you better show me what you can do. You know, amaze me, basically, you know, amuse me. He said, now this is what got me when he's talking about he said, you better get ready to say sayonara to the Zangetsu, and that's what Ichigo like, and that's how the chapter ended. Now, let's get into the discussion. Overall, it's a pretty good chapter to me. I like it. I mean, a lot of people thought it was like a boring chapter because of no fight sequences and all that, but to me, it really don't matter. I mean, as long as Kubo is able to write chapters each week, I'm happy. I just don't like it when, you know, he goes on break, of course, and I get mad, like, oh man, I want to see what he got next. But of course, like you know, mangaka artists, they need to break every now and then. But anyways, it was a pretty good chapter. I like it. You know, the thing about Mayuri Kuretsuchi, I want to get into that. There's one thing I was thinking, like, it could relate back to the Ronka arc where he went into Xylopodo Grand's his laboratory and he saw those bodies hanging. Now that could relate to that. That's what I'm thinking. A lot of people thinking of that because Kubo said he was going to reveal that whole incident as to where they found those bodies hanging up inside of his laboratory, and so you know it has something to do with that. That's how I'm going with. But you know, if he comes to say something different, then I don't know. But anyways, that's what I'm going with. Hopefully that's going to play like a big role into the final Quincy's. And now with Soifon, when she was training hard on top of that mountain cliff, a lot of people say like she's strengthening her, you know, Shunko abilities, because since her Bankai is gone like that, she's doing like physical training. And you know, that's not it, of course. I mean, I know she's strong hand-to-hand combat, but you know, she's building that up along with her like her Ryatsu, you know, stuff like that, and other forms of her training to make her body stronger. So they're doing all that, and then you know, Sanji Kuromura, of course, that's my that's my dog, of course, my favorite captain, of course. You know, he going. There may be one part where he might get all blooded up and battered from his great grandfather. That at one point he gonna retaliate, you know, beat it out of him so he can teach him the secrets, you know, get stronger and stuff like that. But anyways, I mean, I even have some people talking about there might be some speculation, like ideas that Sanji Komuro, you know, he might turn into his full strength and grow into like a huge wolf figure, just like his great grandfather. I mean, it may sound cool, but I don't really think so. I mean, like, yeah, it would be cool, but anyways, yeah, but you know, he gonna learn that. And then the thing about Ichigo, about him learning is Zanpakuto. Now, a lot of people said, I heard somebody talking about like he might get like a new added name to the Zangetsu, but I don't know. But he might get like a whole. He might have like, the same blade, or his blade might be a different form this time, of course. But you know, with a different name. But that's gonna be pretty strange to me. Him not having Zangetsu, but he might have a different Zanpakuto for it to get stronger, of course. But that's gonna be pretty strange. But we'll see what Kubo has in mind. And he's of course gonna shock us about that. So okay. But I can't wait for that him to reveal that to us. But anyways, yeah, like I said, overall, you know, good chapter, whatnot, details. Like, I really didn't like the whole thing about the showing Omaida thing, because I really don't care about Omaida. I mean, to tell you the truth, to be frank, I think Kubo is probably gonna kill him off, and I'd be happy if he do, because let's face it, Omaida's a fat lazy ass. And at one point, he talking about like he was really sad at the point that his captain left him and behind to go train. Like, who cares? Your fat ass don't even do anything. I mean, all you do is sit back, eat food and shit. I mean, you really don't do anything except be a great diversion, you know, stuff like that. I mean, overall, you know, what can you do? I mean, you're not even know that of a great character to me, so I really don't care. I don't really give a fuck. Your fat ass die anyway, so who cares about that? But anyways, yeah, hopefully, you know, next week they should show a little bit of Ichigo's situation with Oetsu no Maya and all that stuff, and hopefully they should get to show the other divisions of the captains. Hopefully they might show Squad 3, because I really want to know what happened to Izuru Kira. I mean, he's not really my favorite character, but because we haven't heard from him ever since that whole incident where his left arm and part of his like chest and, you know, abdomen was just shot off by that one Quincy. So We're not sure if he's dead or alive. I'm thinking he's dead. I mean, a lot of people thought the Akon was dead, but you know, we see he's still alive. But that was just like minor injuries, like blades piercing into like different parts of his body. I mean, there's a possible chance, you know, he survived that. So, as we can see, but for Izuru, in Izuru's case, I don't know. I say he's dead. But anyways, you know, hopefully they show the other squad, Squad 4, of course, maybe 11, where my show scene where Kenpachi's training real hard and stuff, at his trying to accomplish his, you know, Shikai and things like that. But yeah, so next week probably gonna show the rest of the squads, and then to get on to Ichigo's training thing, and then Sanji Komura. They basically just gonna be, you know, hopping back and forth between squads and things like that. So I really think that's what next week's chapter is gonna be all about. But yeah, you know, overall pretty good chapter and things like that. I enjoyed it pretty well, and you know, it's pretty good. You know, yeah, that's all I gotta say for now today. You know, leave your comments at the bottom if I have missed anything. Leave reviews. Give me some great ideas below in the comment section. Sorry. Just give me good ideas about it, and hopefully next week's chapter is gonna be, you know, interesting. I don't care if it's fighting scenes or not. Like I said, when Kubo makes a chapter, I pretty much don't judge about whether or not it was a sucky chapter or, you know, a good chapter, like a moderate chapter, or a very good stream. To me, each chapter that Kubo produces, you know, I'll just sit there and read it. Doesn't care if it's not that good to people and, you know, things like that. I'll just sit down and read it. I like all those chapters that he can make. So kudos to Kubo for making chapters each and, you know, every week or so. And you know, like I said, I saw like the whole fact when he goes on break and things like that. But like I said earlier before, you know, everybody needs a break, you know, every now and then from hard work. So, you know, so kudos to Kubo. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. So, you know, until next time, guys. See you later.